Hello, Hunter. I need your help. I've been fishing with my buddies and completely forgot my anniversary with my wife. When I was 10 years old, I went hunting for the first time in my life. I was after snowshoe hares, and I was complaining all the time how I couldn't spot them or they were too fast. But I gritted my teeth and I did it anyway, because I wanted to surprise a girl I liked for her birthday. In retrospect, giving dead hares for delicious soup to an 11-year-old poetry-obsessed girl as a gift wasn't the best idea. You can imagine what happened. She thought I was weird for a few years, but it had a happy ending, and we are married now. And we are still the same. I've had bad ideas, and she now teaches poetry at university. The hares are an inside joke for us, and we cook a special soup every year. The only problem is I don't have time to prepare them. My old knees are not what they used to be, so I can't hunt them down in such a short time. Catch them as big as you can, bustin' dustin'. Now I understand why Sidicio mentioned that the best weapon in the game is a car. Yeah. So this mission, this is another one like Glory Hunters, where we have 15 kilograms of scalp. This one requires 10 mature snowshoe hares. Which basically means every time we see a group of snowshoe hares, I don't care if we only see mature males or mature females, we're going to shoot them. I don't care if it's a 3-star mature male, if it's a female mature. If we see a mature snowshoe hare, it dies. So we got some hares right over there. The good news about hares is they have zero self-preservation instincts, basically. You can get really, really close to them. Adult female, young female. One-star young. Oh, you are just kidding me. Not a single one of you is mature? You are disappointing to me. Okay, we're still gonna go down to this lake because, like I said, this lake has about pretty much half the species on this purse living on its shore. And we're going to use that to get our Hunter Sense perk up. So that we can finally have Hunter Sense while we're walking. This is going to be the quickest way to do it. And first, I think there's a hare need zone over here. Yeah, there it is. So we're just going to use this one lake and get it done in one sitting. I don't care if I spook the hares right now. Because yeah, the hares will basically let you get really, really close. But if you get too close, they will run away really, really fast. So as you can see, we can easily get within like 30 meters of these guys. But then when you get too close, zoom, go to hares. They are fast. Anyway, like I said, we're just gonna use this lake for ease of access to get a whole lot of animals. Or a whole lot of need zones, I should say. So, let's go. Start on the left side. Good sir, your boat has a leak. Let's go. Mule deer. That's number 1. Let's see how many species we actually have. White-tailed deer, 2. You basically just go around this shore and hit E all the time and you'll get all the zones and all the animals. Black bears, that's 3. And as you can see here, you can find animal poo and animal urine in the game. These are actually the only dynamic signs. So the fact that this is here and it's dried out means there were black bears here, but it's been a while. Whereas if you find footprints, they are static. They connect the individual need zones to one another. So they will always be in the same place, but the feces and urine actually indicates that there was an animal there. I might fall asleep since I'm a little bit sick, just in case. Want to say goodnight, you all. Oh, hope you feel better soon, Nicholas. So we had an elk that makes 4 species. I think there's also a moose need zone somewhere in here. Red fox, that's 5. Moose, 6. Let's see if we can find anything else. I know there's more mule drinking zones on the other side of this shore. Come on. Yeah, there we go. That's the mule deer zone. I think there were also some American badgers on this lake, if I remember correctly. So 7 out of 15 animals, and if we count the snowshoe hares right next door, because snowshoe hares don't have drinking zones, there were 8 out of 15. How many more do we need for the perk? 2. Just 2 more. Hallelujah. 1 more now. Did that do it? No. Come on. Give me 1 more unique zone. Fully unlock the American Black Bear Encyclopedia, that's nice. There we go, badger. That's our 7 animals on this lake. Surprised we don't have any wolves drinking here. Alright, I think this is as good as it's going to get. Oh, Rocky Mountain elk, okay. Yeah, I think now we're done. This is all just part of the same drinking zone. All right. So we need 2 more unique need zones. Let's just teleport back to our car. Okay, I think now we need to go to Felicia Yi, if I'm not entirely mistaken. Yes. So how are we best going to do this? We are going to go... We can actually pick up another campsite over here if we go this way. So yeah, we're gonna go back here, go left, right. And then there should be a campsite down here. This lake, by the way, is really good if you're looking for black bears, because there's like 5 different groups of black bears drinking at this lake. I don't want to call them herds because bears are not herds. I'm not actually sure what the group noun is for bears. Okay. We go left. Oh god. We're going to end up in this lake, aren't we? Straight ahead. Let's hope we don't run anything over. Oh, careful. If we can get through this entire map, picking up all the need zones, or not all the need zones, all the campsites without totaling our car, I'll be happy. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yeah, we're so ending up in the water. Yep. We did. Oh, yikes. Did not pay attention to that one. Right? Right. Hang on, there's something else here. What's here? Oh! Midnight Pinewoods. Point of interest. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Getting there. I know there's also a bunch of mule deer and elk in this area. So we gotta be careful that we don't accidentally hit anything. Yeah. There's a herd right there. Please run off in another direction. And there's the campsite. Now this one, as you can see, doesn't have a map and it doesn't have tasks. We're just here so we have a fast travel point. And it was right along the way that we needed to go anyway, so... Now we go left along the lake, we continue going left here, and we go all the way up to Felicia's place. So yeah, this eye-shaped lake here has, I think, 5 different bear groups drinking from this one lake. And there is going to be a mission that is going to require us to hunt 2 high fitness bears. So this is probably where we're going to go for that mission. Let's be careful here. And I think once we get to Patricia's Lake, we should be able to get the remaining need zones that we need for the perk, because we should have both bighorn sheep and mountain goats drinking at that lake right next to her cabin. So that should be good. Then we can finally have the walk and sense perk. And we're back in private land, so we can't actually shoot anything here. We also can't harvest anything that we run over, so now it's absolutely extra important that we make sure that we don't hit anything. Keep to the left. We need to get to her cabin. There we go. Probably my favorite spot for a cabin. Like, my favorite place where I would say, okay, if I was here, I would probably stay at this place. I mean, look at this lake. It's gorgeous. It's only fitting that I own She-Devil. Kids used to call me that when I was little. Sometimes the teachers did too. It's true, I have an unusual profession and outlook on the world. I hope you will respect it. I'm Felicia Yi, and I'm a taxidermist. It is the opposite of an icebreaker at high school reunions. I love taxidermy, and it's one of history's most misunderstood art forms. For me, taxidermy is utterly touching. It's victory over death, and I see it as an homage to life. I'm preparing for my new exhibition, and I've heard from locals about an extremely aggressive black bighorn sheep. He caused a lot of damage during last year's rut, even managing to kill some other sheep, and everybody is afraid of what may happen this year. He reminds me of myself, the She-Devil. Bring him to me. Felicia Yi. Bring him to me. You need to read this in like a 60s Russian supervillain voice.
Valley mountain habitat. The beauty and magnitude of the world is etched into rocky memory within ridge area where not one, but many find themselves becoming sheep fanatics, witnessing extraordinary mountain goat climbers and bighorn sheep in their rugged habitat.
Alright, now we do have a campsite over here, and this lake is actually going to be easier to access for what we're trying to do. The black bighorn sheep is over here. Let's not hunt him yet. We're gonna leave that alone for now. We're going to go right here to the campsite. But yeah, I would totally hang out at this cabin for a week or two. Alright, let's go over here. To the right, and then to the right again. The biggest downside, or the two biggest downsides of this area is, number one, you have so much red grass in the lower areas that it makes tracking a bit difficult. And if you want to move away from the red grass, there's the mountains, which are a pain in the neck to climb. So, yeah. As much as I love this area visually for hunting, I really prefer to go somewhere else. Alright. Let's grab this campsite task and then we can grab our last few need zones that we need for the perk. You may have heard of the Seven Devils, a series of mountain peaks in Hell's Canyon wilderness. According to Nesper's legend, these peaks were once 7 fearsome monsters infamous for eating children. But with the help of the coyote and the fox, the people devised a plan and dug holes, which they filled with boiling liquid. The giants passed by unaware and fell into the pits. But here in the valley we have something smaller in scale. Not 7 devils, only their 2 descendants, She-Devil and He-Devil. With the agility of bighorn sheep, these mountains outwitted coyote and fox and managed to escape the trap. Nowadays these peaks reverberate with the sound of their mighty fights, the cacophony of their clashing horns resounding like a gunshot through the rocky terrain as hunters try to find the biggest one and finish what coyote started. Unknown. So this will require us to hunt a bighorn sheep with, I think, at least 4 stars. Yeah. All of these are going to require so much population tracking. That's going to be for tomorrow. That's going to be tomorrow. We're going to use Nakebo's toolbox to track the hell out of our herds. Unless we happen to be lucky enough to run into a 4-star a 4-star bighorn sheep over here, but I doubt it. I remember my first playthrough, I got very lucky and I found one just by accident. Actually found a 5-star by accident. That was my first 5-star, if I remember correctly. A bighorn sheep. Oh, come on. I know there are wolf, bighorn sheep, and mountain goats drinking from this lake. So, should be able to get enough need zones here. There we go. We already got it. Well, now we're gonna finish walking around this lake. If we're already here, we might at least pick up those zones. And now we can actually see the glow while we're moving. Hallelujah. This is gonna make hunting so much easier. Also, this just looks like an avalanche waiting to happen. Bighorn sheep, there we go. Encyclopedia entry unlocked. I think that means we should actually have all animals unlocked now. At least partially unlocked. I'll have to double check when we're done with this lake. I thought we might still be missing Scorp and Roskies and the ducks, I think. If we're missing something, it's the birds. Definitely. And one thing I really love in this game is the lighting. You can tell just from the quality of the light what time of day it is. You don't even have to look for where the sun is. But just looking at the quality of this light, I can tell you we are getting into the afternoon and late afternoon hours. And you go to the map and oh, it's 4 p.m. Like even without looking at the sun, even without looking at the map, it's really easy to tell. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to see where we have to go next. Let's see. Next up, we're gonna go back to Felicia Yees. First of all, we're gonna delete all of our markers. We're gonna go back to Felicia Yees. We're gonna go left here, pick up this while we're at it. And then we're gonna have to go I believe there is a campsite. Where is it? It should be around here, I think. I'm not entirely sure though. It's gonna be hella difficult to tell with just the with no map unlocked yet. So that's gonna be tricky. There is a campsite over here, I know this much. And I don't think there's an easy way to access the campsite that's over here. I think it's actually, if these are the roads, I think it's somewhere over here, actually. So our best bet is probably going to be to take this road up there and then back again and down here. So let's try that.